Hey, we are live. We are live. Hello, everyone. Ian's in the house. Say what's up, Ian.
What up?
Everything's crashing. So, we're going to take a look at the charts, guys. Ladies and gents, we're going to look at some general news. Mostly, we're going to just stick to charting. I think it's going to be an interesting chart day to look at all the blood in the streets and look at the plebes as they exit. And maybe we could look for some good entry points and, like maybe some opportunities. In fact, you always want to buy on red candles and you always want to sell into a green candle. That is a basic rule. And I'm sure you agree with me on that one, Ian, right? So,
Yeah, actually, I was hung up when you said the plebes leaving the market because that's really just what's going on, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, pretty much.
uh, that's kind of the word I've seen is that it's not, whales dumping their Bitcoin so much as it is the newer wallets
Well, I
and
mean,
retail that have bought
professionals
recently. They're selling
professionals
for a
know what they're
loss.
buying. Professionals know what they buy, and non-professionals don't know what they buy. And I remember like one of the reasons I've done well. What is this? McAfee safeguard? Get out of here! All right. One of the things that the reason I've been able to make money is because I buy things, I research them, and I don't sell them. It's a simple rule. you like, I don't go, oh, it's going down, oh, it's going up. How many people even in my chat groups or in groups, like people are like, what do you think of this coin? Oh, you don't like this coin anymore. I'm like, I bought this and I forgot about it because I don't have the mental bandwidth to constantly be researching it. Now there are different strategies where some people buy something and they stay intensively watching it on every little detail it does, but you can't do that with their if you're going to do that, you're only going to be on a few projects, and that's fine if you really have a strong conviction and you're willing to do one to two, three, like three projects, right? With what I do is I hit a broad spectrum. I do the research, intensive research, and I look at the team, and then I trust that the team has strategy and that the token is going to capture any growth that they do, and then I forget about it. And I do that 15 times over, and then I look for better and better projects constantly. That's basically what I do. And so like when I see markets doing what's happening right now, there's opportunity right now. I just wish I got to go looking for it. But obviously Bitcoin looks to be an opportunity. Like I've been really considering just going into Bitcoin. But yeah, let's take a look at the chart of Bitcoin.
Well, you do have some Bitcoin, right? I mean,
Yeah, but I was thinking of like doubling, tripling,
what was,
quadrupling my Bitcoin holdings. Because
so you're
like
still at what, 2%?
like 2% of Bitcoin. But I was thinking of going up to like 6% or something because like I've never seen fear like this in the form of just Bitcoin fear. Like now I'm not like the biggest Bitcoin bull or anything. Like I'm not like a Bitcoin maximalist at all, right? I'm actually an altcoin maximalist. I believe more in the alts than I do Bitcoin. I think there's more opportunity in the alts for changing the world and from a technology standpoint. But there's a lot of people that believe in Bitcoin. And I'm one of them. I think Bitcoin's going to stick around even if Bitcoin was to lose its top position and there was a bunch of tokens that overtook Bitcoin's top position, I still think that Bitcoin would have um, a unique position that's just never going to go away. Like I would collect it, and people are going to collect it because it's just part of history, and it's people are going to want to keep that network running no matter what. So it's always going to have some kind of value. So like that's why I'm like, ooh, this is a good Bitcoin opportunity. At some point, like the alts are like, look at that dominance chart.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm putting side by side. The left is your altcoins. This excludes Bitcoin. I mean, it's gone parabolic essentially on the daily. So this is the start of the year. All the way on the left side is the right. I'll kind of circle it. So this is January 1st essentially down here. Okay, and I'm trying to line it up the same with BTC, which would be about here. So I need to zoom in. So what do you think is going to happen if this was just an asset, not all the whole market, but and this is going down? I mean, they're probably gonna. This is I think this breaks this uptrend at some point,
Yeah,
and
but
Bitcoin probably just kind of
you know
roars
what
back a bit.
happens? It always gets
Possibly.
does the fastest move in the end, right? It always does the fastest move in the end. So I'm not buying Bitcoin just yet. I'm waiting for a blow off top, or in this case, a blow off bottom for Bitcoin. Like I'm waiting for extreme moves down, and because it's gonna do that, like, or at least I think it's gonna do that. And if it does, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna pick up some Bitcoin. you know,
Right.
I
And
mean,
so
it's
I have
still it's.
levels
I'm close
on.
already though. I'm close already to picking up some Bitcoin. Like, not
This
yet.
is one level. I think 40 around 40,000 could be a DCA entry. Um, I wouldn't go ham here,
Hmm.
but um, the thing to watch now. Let me load my moving average chart up. This is kind of what a lot of people are watching right now. Is it this one? I think this is the right one. Okay, yeah. So if I put this on the daily here, this here is the yellow is your 200 daily moving average. And that comes in just right at about 39,000. So that is about that key level that everybody's looking for. Now, I was talking with Grant earlier, and he did mention people front run stuff, so this could be a potential bottom here. I could go to some indicators, some money. Actually, wait, this is so daily. The daily momentum is trying to bottom and curl up. I mean, today there was a lot of China fear going on. Some
I
that
don't care.
rumor about them banning it.
I don't
Yeah,
care what China says. I mean,
me
like
neither.
the Chinese people are. I think crypto is going to make Chinese people spread all over the earth, and that's why I'm. Shinzai Wu. No, how do I do this? I don't want to embarrass myself for any Chinese people. Uh, Shinzai Wu. Or no, no. Man, my brain is not working right now. But I'm learning Chinese. Um, Shinzai
Yeah,
Wu. 谢谢创意
there
whatever.
you go. Now
Yeah.
you spit and fire. So back to this 200 though. If we break this, yeah, I mean, all hell could break loose if we break this 200. I think a lot of people are watching it, especially the thing to really watch for is not so much like a move just down below it, but if we come back up and just don't even come back above it, and okay, now we're headed for trouble, right? If
Good.
we see a move like
Please.
that.
Please. I love
Please.
to hear that.
Please. But I mean, and so it makes me, my first instinct is that I don't want it to do that because it's like, oh no, the altcoin market, it'll disrupt that. But I mean, I think the altcoins are actually have been doing quite well. We've seen all-time highs on several projects, while Bitcoin is just in the dump. I think we're getting a lot of comments here. I don't know if we have some questions we might want to look at. Have you looked at chat at all? I see someone mentioned the Wyckoff distribution pattern. Do you know anything about that?
So, do you know about that? I don't know about that. I've never heard.
I do. I do actually know
Okay, tell
about
me about it.
that.
Teach me.
It's some guy, I think in the 20s. Yeah, definitely the 20s. His name was Wyckoff, which is funny because when I look at that, and it's not a CH, it's actually a CK. So it's literally, I think it's like Wyckoff. I don't know why. I'm just like, what a name for some chart. I just think I like handle whatever. Anyway, he was supposedly was fed up with the manipulation in the markets, and he supposedly figured out their game plan. And it looks like the the funny part is Bitcoin has been doing a 1-to-1 match ever since we came down to 50,000. I think it was here. But the thing is that we bounced up to 58 or 59, and I think that broke the pattern. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember seeing the pattern, and it was supposed to break down further here. Now, the pattern does have us come down to 40,000 here, and then potentially further. But I mean, I think we've already started to um, diverge from that pattern a little bit. So, but it's been crazy how it started back here. It's a macro pattern that started, I think,
I've
in
never
January or February.
I've been in
It's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's perfect. It's crazy.
I've been in Bitcoin for a long time. I've been in crypto for a
Here,
long
watch.
time.
I'll just pull it up 1 second.
Go ahead. But I'll just talk while you're pulling it up. But I've been in crypto for a long time, and I've never seen Bitcoin do this. Like this at these levels. Like just go sideways like this forever. It's a completely different world, man. Oh, there you go.
So, if you actually let me try to put it side by side.
Yo, I'm still buying Luxo. I'm getting ready to buy some more Luxo. For those wondering, I'm getting ready to go big into the market.
This keeps going to full screen.
If we get like a harsh pullback, I'm getting ready. Like I'm glad I took out profits like back at, not all in. Yeah, you never go all in.
Let me look at it on this one without.
But I am gonna start buying stuff. Never go all in.
So I think
because I need to pay taxes.
On,
That's why I don't go all in. I would go all in if I didn't have to pay taxes. But I have huge tax bills.
I think there's like a tool. Somebody had it overlaid, and it lines up to a T perfectly. So this, I'm trying to remember all the letters, but this point here would be this one. This bottom is this bottom here. This ST is like this one. This UT is this point here, and then it came down, made that point here, this point right there. You can see it's somebody overlaid it, and it lines up perfectly all the way till here, which is down in I think this was around the 40,000 level.
That looks very similar.
This bottom. Crazy. It lined up. Yeah, it lined up with this bottom. See this? This is like some sign of weakness. That's what SOW is. It's a show of weakness or sign of weakness or something.
So what is this, manipulation, or is this some kind of?
Which is here and here. Yeah, and the rumor is that it's because institutions have now come on board, and this is their playbook, and that's why I don't know that we've seen it in Bitcoin before, but I think that was kind of the rumor about what's going on. So you can see that it ends with us breaking down here, and this is where we are. It lines up. Yeah, pretty dang perfect. So this is going to be amazing if this just plays out to this pattern. It's like, well, I find it so hard to believe. I really do, but
I find it, yeah, that is
it's
crazy.
Weird. The world is a weird place, honestly. So,
dude, the richest guy in the world was shilling a joke. So yeah, it's a weird place.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so it's like it's just hard to believe. The playbook is just there. Some guy made it. That's
China crashing crypto. Dude, we're just in some kind of fear cycle right now. The Wyckoff distribution schema has been a hot topic on Twitter the last 2 weeks. Everyone believes that this is playing out. Yeah, that's what it seems to be. As soon as we don't,
I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
Gonna FOMO in. Yeah, if we diverge from the picture, huh? The Wyckoff.
It's amazing because now that's about the third thing now that I've talked to you about that you're like, no, I haven't heard of this or that or something. And it just kind of shows that you're just busy doing your thing, doing your research.
What I do is I don't.
Projects.
My strategy has always been fundamentals, like and almost to a fault. Like I just look for solid projects and I invest in them. So people are talking
about Wyckoff in China.
People are talking about Polkadot decoded. That's exciting, and that's happening tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely I've been trying to get more and more involved. I'm actually going to I'm getting excited about the the parachains, and I'll put up a video show when I participate or when I know more in the parachains. I'll put up a video of me doing it, like the parachain stuff, and I'll show step by step. This is me going to Polkadot.js. This is me activating my wallet. I'll upload a video so you guys know how to participate. Akala or Carrara is the first one on Kusama. And, that stuff is happening soon. Polkadot, dude, I'm pumped about the Polkadot system. I'm pumped. I don't care what the market's doing. I'm excited about Polkadot going live and like Kusama, Polkadot going live, because dude, like that's when people are going to understand what I've been talking about. Like so many people, like smart people, don't understand what's happening in Polkadot. They just don't get it. Like people don't understand, and I'm telling them this is a breakthrough in technology. Like from the guy who wrote Solidity, it's amazing. Like people don't get Polkadot. They just completely missing it, and it's right in front of them. That this is like, people investing in Cardano. Look, I like a Cardano, whatever. Like it's, Ian, do you know that building in Spain that they're building?
Negative.
Okay, so there's this, I forget the name of it, and I'm sure some of my audience will know that there's a church in Spain. It's being built for 400 years. Okay, this beautiful building. It's like this beautiful, it's one of the most beautiful buildings you ever see, but it's been built for 400 years. That means there was plenty of churches that served people in the meantime, as my friend Matt said. Like he said, look, like they're building this amazing church, but guess how many? There's all these lifespans of people. I kind of see Cardano like that. Like it seems like the thing that'll never get here. Like it's like they are modifying the GitHub, and they're making upgrades, and they got excellent research, and but like it seems like it's that church, that Caliph or something, whatever it's called, like where it's this architecture and they're just building and building and building, but there's also something to be said about arriving to market, so that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, the Polkadot system's here. I
recognize the name.
Huh?
I would probably recognize the name.
I think it's called the Caliph or something. I don't know. Let me put it in a new window. Pull up a chart. Like we'll start looking at charts because that's what we said we were gonna be doing, right?
Whatever project you mentioned, Dot. I was just kind of poking around in it here. I like what AAE Ron said about using Wyckoff as kind of like a general guideline to kind of predict and see what's kind of going on, but to really predict BTC's overall chart solely off of that is a fool's errand. So I like that comment. I agree with that. I don't know. I'm not betting on that chart. I mean, it's cool. I'll use it as a learning experience.
It's this church right here. That thing. You see that? I forgot the name of it.
Cathedral of Barcelona. That's what Curtis said.
What is it?
It's the Cathedral of Barcelona.
Okay, well, I feel like that's Cardano.
Sounds like a pretty generic name.
Like that thing is beautiful, and Cardano might be this beautiful program, right? Like it might be this beautiful programming thing, but guess what? There was people that died without ever seeing it being completed.
Wow.
You know what I mean? There's people that lived their whole lives working on it and died, and it was never completed. Anyways, but I need to go see that. That's something I need to see. That's something I need to do in my lifespan. I got to go see that building. I got to walk all through that building someday. All right, what are we going to look at? We're going to
take a look at Dot's price. Yeah.
Dude, look at Dot. Yeah, what pullback? The Polkadot system is getting cash flow, guys. Oh, that's why it was not keeping up.
It's at 36.
The Cathedral of Barcelona. Okay, nice. Thanks for the update. Dot is like what pullback, right? Like. Beautiful. It's beautiful.
I don't know. It's been hugging 40. 40's been a real
40's been the wall of never passage for Polkadot.
People are so hungry to take profits when it banks. I mean, because these are good moves too. You can leverage trade this on Bybit. I think up to about 25x. I mean, if you're taking moves up here, like a 10x move right there, that's a 200% move in like a day. It's crazy. So I mean, people just take profits on that kind of stuff. But this is Binance chart. I don't really know that that's really moving markets. But I mean, still, that's a 20% move in like a day.
Dude, the Polkadot system is getting cash flow. You can see the green at the bottom, right? It's getting cash flow because people are getting ready. Like shit's going live. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. I hate it when I do that on YouTube. Whatever. This is adults only, right?
Yeah,
sorry, I killed kids. But yeah, like it's getting wild. It's getting wild. Like I'm excited about the Polkadot system. I don't care what the price is doing. I don't care about the price. Like I own it, and yes, I do want money eventually. But right now, I'm pumped because I know that utility is the thing that I love about like Polkadot. It's going to bring super inexpensive utility like you've never seen before. Because it's going to be fast, rapid development with upgrades that are super fast. And, like these parachains, it's heterogeneous, okay? Heterogeneous parachains or, threading. So, so that each one is specifically built for its use case. So it's multi-specialized architecture means that this thing is gonna specialize in every category. Connecting is going to be a specialization, and that's going to be akin to routers and allowing for financial products to move through a routing network through the Polkadot bridges. The Polkadot bridges are going to be like routers, just like you in ICP, the standard of the web. You have routing to find your destination server. It goes to some server that serves up your when you register your domain, it picks the domain, it goes to the IP address and puts you into the port into the computer, right? The same thing is going to happen with Polkadot. It's going to become like a routing network. It's going to allow for financial instruments to route through these bridges and find their destinations. So everything's going to be like it's going to be like the internet, So it's just, I'm excited. It gets the technology. I am here partially for the technology, and we're going to be able to see some cool financial services coming. And with Polkadot Decoded, I'm gonna what, guys? I'm going to watch that whole thing. I'm going to be watching it, every little detail. Maybe I should do a nice write up for my Patreons. A write up of everything that happens in Polkadot Decoded. And I'm going to start focusing my attention into the Polkadot ecosystem because we're about to see some cash flow coming into Polkadot and Kusama. I hope that Kusama runs against Polkadot so that I can take my Kusama and go into Polkadot. But I think people know that, and so they both kind of go up the same, But DOT is ignoring the pullback. I mean, it's at 37. But a lot of alts are that way too, right? Well, not really, right? So, sorry for that rant.
No, I like it, man. One thing that struck my mind when I pull up Dot's daily chart is I was cycling through some of the different exchanges, and this chart now, it doesn't go back far at all. This is it's still just a new project. We're early. We're so early in this market.
What, in Polkadot?
Tons of opportunity. Just everything. I mean, look at this. This is the daily chart. I barely have any data to even go off of. What's the oldest exchange that Dot even? What was the first exchange it was on?
I think it was trading off exchanges at first, like people did the crowd loans and the crowd sales and all that stuff, or not the crowd loans, the crowd sales, and people were picking it up there. I think
Luxo will be better than Polkadot.
Luxo's going to be pretty awesome.
I don't know that one will really necessarily be better than the other. I think, aren't they going to just be kind of different?
I think Polkadot, the thing I like about Polkadot is it's going to be like this infrastructure that's going to plug in everything. But Luxo is like an individual sports car that I'm betting on. And, the guy behind it is so talented that and this thing is specialized for its use case. So, with the universal profiles, I think that this is my hypothesis with Luxo. I think Luxo is going to be the meme center when it's up and running and fully going. I think you're going to have pop culture on Luxo. I think you're going to have actors and actresses. I think you're going to have VR and augmented reality, and I think you're going to have memes. It's going to capture pop culture. That's my hypothesis because it's built for all of these applications around that are not financial. Guys, one of the things that leads to success that I've noticed in investing in venture capital, which is what we're doing, being a crypto investor is venture capital style investing. One of the things I've noticed is individuals who lead the way, who are not followers, but they lead the way. Those are the ones that win because by the time people realize what's happening, people pivot and they try to catch up with them. The Luxo people focus on they've been focusing on non-financial services and building the architecture of Luxo for non-financial markets. They even said, multiple times that like we don't like the everything's appealing to the financial, and that's a huge market. Like let's be honest, it's 400 trillion or more, and Polkadots and Ethereums and Matic and whatever can handle that. Luxo is going for something unique, and they have a unique vision, and it's built by one of the best people for that unique vision. To me, my pattern recognition brain sees that as a win. You could always be wrong. That's why you diversify. Are we looking at Luxo? Dude, Luxo's been, like, I'm not bullish in the short term on Luxo. There's nothing that caused the price to go up in the short term. So if you're a short-term thinker, you might want to sell Luxo and go somewhere else and then come back if you think that you can do that trade. But all it takes is one whale to ruin that plan. Luxo could, like, all it takes is one whale to make one green candle. So, like, what I do is I just accumulate, and I forget about it. But I'm not selling at these prices at all. I accumulate. I rode this one through that whole little pump, and the reason why is because it's undervalued at the top of its peak there. It's undervalued. It's it's hard for me to sell something when I know it's so undervalued. But the market can remain irrational for a very long time. That's why I have alternative investments, so I can be occupied with them.
What do you look at? The last time we were this deep in the red, this is Luxo to Luxo, but this is Luxo back in September and October. I mean, 50 cents. Could only imagine. But no, what I'm noticing is the money flow. The last time it was this deep in the red, this is what it looked like. It came straight down to here, and we had kind of a double top and a long bleed off, and the money flow went deep in the red, and then people bought the hell out of it, and it pumped, right? So, I mean, that's the kind of things that can happen when it's this deep in the red, and it's gets its wings, and hopefully something's good coming down the pipeline this year. What's the fundamentals end of this year looking like? Their mainland's still this year, right?
Yeah, I mean,
no delays.
I'm more bullish than ever because these market resets are making the market last longer.
Yeah, this is when people see an $8 asset and they're like, that's not bad. Dang, this went to what? 27? Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll buy some of this. If it goes to 6, they're gonna buy more. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's gonna just, man, $8. I think it's time to get more Luxo.
I got
really,
money.
I got money waiting. It's a nice double bottom. So one thing to watch for is to come back up to this level. I know in previous live streams I mentioned that 13, and I was really looking for 13 to break, and we never did. We rejected right off of it and came right back down. Kind of thought 10 would have held back up in here, but of course we've had plenty of fear in the markets, so everything kind of doubled out. But it's amazing to see, even with all that fear, we still never came down to your 6 that you're looking for. I mean, so I think that's a strong indication to me. It didn't push below this low. We didn't make a lower low.
So Invest World asked, how do you explain we're the only ones talking about Luxo? Because we're early, bro.
There's not, though. The thing is people have mentioned it and forgotten about it, is what it seems like. I mean, maybe not totally forgotten about it, but no one's
enthusiastic about it right now. So it's which that's why I'm not bullish in the short term, because everybody's ignoring it. But that's when you want to be buying something. And what you do is you're thinking 6 months out or 3 months out, like whenever the mainnet is, you're thinking out towards, that's the strategy you want to have. It's like, I'm thinking about the future, when no one's here. Look, guys, I was in crypto when in the 2000 or in the bear market, right? And there was channels with 200,000 subscribers that were getting no one talking on the channel, and no one, 100 to 200 views. That's when you want to buy something, when everyone's gone. Luxo is like that right now. It's one of those projects that it's not in anyone's, it's on people's radars, but it's like, it's got nothing going on yet until mainnet, and they're probably making partnerships or whatever. And they're building. Obviously, the team's building rapidly because they've got talented people. but no one's really, talking about it in these YouTube channels. That's why you want to look at it. That's why you want to, at least get your positions now if you didn't get it before. But like I said, I have a bunch of money like waiting for this. Hopefully it'll go down. Oh, and yes, the team is not shilling. They even said they're not going to take that approach. They're not going to be a Moon Boys mission project. They're not even going to promote it. So that's why it's so that's why retail is not buying this. And that's awesome. You don't want retail buying your coin because they're going to beat you to it. You want to buy it when it's hidden to retail, when retail's ignoring it. And when it's doing something powerful later on, you could sell it to retail down the road. Build. All right, what chart do you guys want us to look at? Did we look at KSM? Because KSM's making new highs, right?
No. Yeah.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
Polkadot and Kusama. Look at that. Look at Kusama. And you guys are the market's pulling back. Look at Kusama. It's almost at its all-time high.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell my friends.
This is why you invest with fundamentals. Because, this is because of the parachains. Right? The money's coming into these systems. You see where it's down right here? Down right here? This could have kept going if this project didn't have any fundamentals. If this was Dogecoin, or if this was one of these millions of other dog coins, it would be and it would keep going down. But no, this right here was saved by the fundamentals, because these people who bought are starting to become aware that we're going to get some utility. We're going to get the tractors running on the farm. We're going to start selling some fruits. Okay. So, that's why you invest with fundamentals, because this right here would not happen if it wasn't for the fundamentals. This is money coming into the system. Everything else is doing this and going down. Polkadot system is not doing that. And it's because we're on the cusp of the farm. I'm pumped about the Polkadot system. I'm pumped. I love it. I don't care about what the market's doing. I'm excited for the utility. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to use it. What are we looking at? What is this?
Sorry, I seen Grant mention he was getting DOT for 33.5, and I said, where's I was checking the chart real quick. I said I just saw it at 36. Where are you getting it for 33? Or are you just waiting? No, so I'll try to take a look at Kusama here.
Dude, the markets are bloody right now. Bloody.
Markets are bloody, and the money flow is still green on KSM, which is good. I'd like to pull up RSI on this, because there's a lot of just momentum going on, and I think we could still see a pullback. It does kind of remind me of Swap, when Swap kind of made a nice double top at about $4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I don't know what happened. Maybe there was some fundamental stuff going on with that. The fundamentals could be much stronger with Kusama and all the parachain auction stuff coming up to help keep it above this high, right? I think we want to stay above this high if we're going to keep this going. How soon? This stuff's coming soon, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys I'm gonna watch my next 2 days, guys, are set for me. I'm going to be doing Polkadot. I'm not going to be paying attention to anything else. Sorry, I'm going to be paying attention to Polkadot because there's 2 big events, and I'm going to get myself informed. I'm going to look at those events, and I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of what's going on at the Polkadot Decoded, and that way I could stay on top of it, because I think it's one of the greatest places to be. Right now. So I'm going to be watching that and making sure I learn everything that I can in that system. Because there's going to be money flow. When we do have a reversal, the money flow is going to go into Polkadot and Kusama, and they're going to control the narrative. In crypto, whoever controls the narrative controls the money flow, and there's money flow into the narrative. Solana had the narrative for a while. Matic's been the latest one with the narrative. I think we're going to see some Polkadot Kusama narrative because of what's coming. And the cool thing is that every single week they're going to be launching something new. So can't, like, you guys know I'm a crazy bull on this stuff. So, what are we looking at? KSM? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still looking at KSM. So, it's put in a double top, and you can see even like on the momentum it diverged. So, looking here, I would have been getting pretty sketch, and looking for this to come down. Now we haven't broken the like neckline of this kind of double top M pattern here. But if we break this, what is this, about 515-ish, 16 or so? When we start to get down below here, I would look for us to come back down to this local low, right around 400 or so. So I wouldn't be buying here just yet. You could always buy. So if, I'm looking from a trader's standpoint. This is just my experiences a lot into the leverage trading. So I'm always thinking like short-term plays on patterns because I just do leverage trade. But that's 20%, and you can, I think, you can leverage trade this on KuCoin. But man, what a drop, 20%, and then, but that's the last local low there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback. Money flow is curling off. This could be kind of the end of a wave here. So we might see KSM actually cool off for a little bit. I don't think we're going to go this deep into the red because I think we are starting to trend up perhaps. One interesting thing is that like this pump here this was a super healthy pump, and you can see that it put in a bigger money flow wave than this pump did. And I think that's kind of why this resulted in that kind of spike up potentially. So it'll be interesting to see. I think, we don't put in a deep of a red wave, but I think we do see a little bit of a pullback, potentially back to, like I said, this. So we'll be looking for that. If we don't break this here, then I'd be looking I'd be just watch this top to break where we topped out, 600 or so. I think we get back above the 600s, then we're going to be looking for new all-time highs. So that's kind of the two levels I'm looking for on KSM there.
All right.
I don't have any fib retracements on that one.
So guys, I'm putting out my theory. I think that Polkadot's going to capture it. Polkadot and Kusama is going to capture the narrative when the bull market returns. I do obviously think we're still in a bull market. I actually think what we're seeing now is making the bull market super long. This is a unique market. The market's unique in that Bitcoin's been consolidating for like 3 months. I've never seen that in all of my crypto history. Like Bitcoin has never gone up and consolidated like sideways, like sideways like this, like after going up. It's always been like after it's crashed, it's gone down or up, and then when it goes down, it consolidates. I've never seen it go up and consolidate. So that's a very unique market from that standpoint. Or it's actually, obviously pulling back right now. But it's pulling back now after consolidating for a really long time. Like it's the weirdest market I've ever seen for Bitcoin. And then the alts are super strong. So yeah, this is just a super weird market. But yeah, like my theory is that Polkadot and Kusama are going to capture a lot of attention as they start launching actual use cases and applications. So maybe we should move on. We've talked about Luxo, we've talked about Polkadot and Kusama. Let's take a look at GLQ. Like that one's one that we covered recently. It had a nice pump and then it had a big pullback. So like Grant, I know you wanted to capture some of that, like it might be a good opportunity to pick up some of that pretty soon. And, like for me, I'm keeping watch on this one. I actually think it's fundamentally undervalued. Oh, it's not even coming that much down. It looked big. It has a big candle. So let's, if you look at that, like, let me get this out of the way. Oops. What did I do? Did I mess them up? All right, there you go. Are you going to pull that up, that chart? Ian?
GLQ, yeah, sorry, I was just kind of reading through some of the comments.
So look at that big candle. That thing had a big candle. It spiked up like it where's my, oh, here it is. Had the big spike.
It's sitting pretty.
Big spike up, and now it has a big spike down. It might, if it goes down here, man, like that's a steal. All of these prices are steal, I think, for this one. But this is the latest coin that I covered. You know, and I bought here and I bought here, and then it went up here, and I was like, I'm not trading this. I'm not trading this for anything less than a 3x. You know, I'm not even considering it because it's like it's a good one.
You're not touching it till a 3x, you said?
Yeah, I wouldn't consider trading this until I've at least seen a pretty decent profit. And you know, if it takes a long time to get there, then I'm not trading anything. You know, like if it takes like 3 months to get to a 5x, I'm not going to trade out. You get what I'm saying? Like I think this is a
Yeah.
like and you know, it's just a good business model, and I think I'm seeing something with it I don't think the market's seeing. Okay, so for GLQ, GraphLink guys, GraphLink GLQ. The thing that
Look
I'm
at
seeing
this.
with them, my unique, where I think they're unique in their position that I think the market's missing, is they could be the sales force that goes to businesses, offers this software solution, and by default, those businesses are connected to their blockchain. So they will be the portal, their blockchain will be the connection of business into the cryptocurrency space, and their sales team will be automatically on ramping businesses into their blockchain. So I think it's just from my standpoint, I think that is a value proposition that can make it go into the billions. So you know, obviously nothing's guaranteed. It's a startup, but I see, yeah, I'm getting bags of GLQ. And I'll accumulate more if it goes lower. Every time it goes down, I buy a little bit. So it's something it's the one I just covered, and I'm hoping that it does go down. I love it when stuff goes down. Okay, so you see any chart patterns with that or no?
I got a couple things to mention about it. Yeah, I mean, I got my entry right in here. I think when we cross back above, kind of.
Yeah, you got a better entry than me. I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's back at my entry. This is right where I bought in. So.
I mean, all of these. Look, even if it was half, even if you got in at half, it doesn't really matter because like these, like sure you got one more multiplier, you get one more doubling, but where it is right now, it's just it's under. Like this is something that could go 10, 20, 100x. So like at these levels, you don't. It's just get it when it goes lower, and with reason. And hopefully it performs. It's a zero or nothing game.
We could do a potential double bottom like short pattern, but on the daily, what I see is this is something to watch on RSI. If you use RSI, is the 50 right here. You can see it act as a support, and it does this all the time. Like if we start dumping, a lot of times RSI finds support right here at the 50. So it's I'll watch this tomorrow. Would be really interesting to see if this bounces or not. So
they said, why does our video always look like wait. Someone said our video looks like it was shot with a potato.
Yeah, I mentioned this to Grant earlier. He said it's a lot to do with YouTube. He said it's been like that all day.
I have a good internet connection, so I don't know why it's potato quality. But yeah.
And that's only been, I think, this one and the last one. I think all the other live streams.
Look how fuzzy that is. Nice to me, it looks fuzzy. I don't know if it's clear on YouTube, but
it is.
Gosh,
it's fuzzy for me too. I have this up on YouTube. It's fuzzy.
Is there a way to make it clear? Like, what do we gotta do? Like, what do we need to do?
I think we double check your bitrate and your settings, maybe. I mean, I would just.
Mine?
That's where I would start. Make sure nothing got changed on your streaming settings.
I'm looking at my settings.
But you can't really. I don't think you can really do that while you're live. That has, you go to like your video or the encoding settings and stuff.
Oh, well, we can look at this later. Hey guys, we'll look at that later.
It looks, yeah, it clears up sometimes, but other times I can't even see anything on it now.
Okay, so we checked out Bitcoin.
So other people are saying it looks good.
Yeah, yeah.
Other people are saying it looks good.
It looks 1080p. So yeah, that's good. So some people are getting it clear.
Here we go. Wait, here we go. We're getting a breakdown now. Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's breaking down more.
39.3. So now we're at that 200 moving average on the daily.
Bitcoin is scared money. That's what Bitcoin is.
Yeah. So I might need to put in a trade right here.
Dude, what's going on? These markets are red, bro.
This is where I get ready to long and buy. I ain't scared.
I'm getting excited.
50x. Just kidding.
Anyone else getting excited?
Yeah, I mean, I am. I'm about to buy some.
Yo, I mean, I'm like, Yo, come on, like I like this.
Oh god, it's moving so fast. I can't even buy
I'm
it.
still waiting. I'm gonna wait until like there's more blood in the streets before I, like put
I'll
more
just
money in.
run it. I'm low leverage, tight stop loss. Like with $1,000, and I run like a 5% stop loss with low leverage. I'm talking about losing $50, but I have the potential right now. If Bitcoin moves up 20% on 5x, now I can make $1,000. So I'm risking about $50 to make $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does break down, then great. I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll be patient. I'll wait for it to confirm and come back up. But with a small trading account, I'm not. When I say I'm risking 5%, that's not all my money. I'm not risking, you know, $5,000 or 10,000. No, I'm risking $50 to make
Mm-hmm.
like 1,000 potentially. I mean, I've been waiting for this level here. I think this is all kind of just a wick down, but I'm kind of gambling to be honest. But it's $50 with I just 39. If 39 breaks, man, I mean,
Yo,
that's
BNB just dropping off a
who knows?
cliff, dude.
Who knows? This is gonna get exciting here.
Look at these markets pulling back. I'm looking at this and it's nuts, man. I told my friend to take out profits today. Hopefully, he listened to me. Blood in the streets. People are freaking out. Oh my god, it's red. You like my
Okay,
singing?
I'm good. I got to trade in with a stop loss. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Hey, buy when it's bloody. It's going to 30K. It's going to
Yeah.
30K.
I'm gonna
We'll
start moving
touch
money.
38 then long. That's funny. I don't know. I mean, if I think if 39 doesn't hold, hey, 30's on the table. Who knows? Wait, actually, the next level for me, I think, was maybe around 32. Let's here. This is what I actually should be looking at. If Bitcoin breaks down, where do we go?
What are we at right now?
Where do we go? On the daily, the next local low is in this area. I mean, he's right. 30. That's about 30K, 31K. Who said that? Chuck K. Chuck K is probably right on the money. If this moving average, if we don't bounce here, that's where
Next
I would
support
look to go.
32. Hey, that's probably right.
Or it's this high. I'm sorry, but we have this high. Where's this
Where's it?
high? That's where we're at now.
Ian, it's
This is
your
where we're
job
at now.
to tell me
This
where
is
to
where we're
buy
going.
Bitcoin. Where should I buy Bitcoin?
But you gotta wait. Right now,
Where?
you gotta wait.
Where? Where should I get it? Where should I buy it?
You're either. Why do you want to buy it, dude? It's going to zero. You don't even know who made it.
Yeah, that's true. That's who's this
Isn't that one of your
Nakamoto?
isn't that one of your core things? You like to know who the leaders are.
Yeah, it is.
This is where we are now. We're right at around 39, 40,000.
Okay.
That's this previous resistance. We're testing that to see if that's support. It also lines up with the 200 daily moving average and momentum's bottoming. So, I mean, I'm taking a leverage long here because that's just what I do. But if we break and my stop gets hit, maybe I might just throw out a short then. I'll probably go short and wait for us to confirm. That's the thing. If we break down, we'll come back up and test it. We might break back up above, but if we don't, we're going to get rejected. And then we got to watch all over again for this level. And that's going to get, if that gets broken, then yeah, then we're coming down to about 30 right there. It's kind of weird, but that's the plays. So we're sitting here chilling, just watching it. 39's trying to hold. We can go to the crack chart. 5 minutes, bloody red. 1
Yeah,
minute.
Bitcoin's stealing the show, man. Because
Sometimes
it's
I like to just go
crashing.
to the 1 minute just to watch it. I'm also on Bybit, so you guys might be seeing wildly different prices, especially on different exchanges. When stuff starts moving fast, you could probably see like $1,000 difference. Some exchanges might still have it at like 40,000 or 38. Some might be at 38 right now. I don't know. It's usually not that extreme, but it can. You can see some crazy wicks. It'll take another 5 to 6 years to get prices back up.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, okay, here's my thing. Didn't Tesla buy at about $36,000? Do you really think they're just gonna lose? How much didn't they put like $1 billion or something in? If Bitcoin goes to $20,000, they're gonna lose what, $500 million?
I think they sold a
Are they
bunch
just gonna
already.
ride it down?
They already sold a bunch.
No, I don't think they did.
No,
I don't
they
think they
sold
sold that.
something.
I don't
They
think
said they
Tesla
sold
sold
like 10% of their Bitcoin.
that. Oh, you did no, we mentioned that a while back because they were like testing liquidity. Apparently, that was what he said.
Well,
So
they
you're
took
right. They
profits.
did sell. They did. You're right. They did sell some, but
Like
that was before
even
he
let's.
suspended the
So they when
transactions.
did they get in? You said 36.
I think it was around 36,000.
So and Bitcoin went up to 50. So that means they're probably like 15 to 20% out of what they bought, and they could always buy it
Right.
back and trade. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd do that.
Oh, oh, oh. There's 30. Nope, 39 broke on Bybit.
Bitcoin is a long at 38. ETH is a buy at 28.
Ooh, ETH 29. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice ETH was at 20. I haven't even mentioned ETH this whole time, and it's like, what is this? Like the elephant in the room? Big boy. ETH is a big boy now. It's funny. Everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, ETH 2,900. That's all. But it's like when I look at ETH at 2,900, like is that low? Like that's still high. I don't, that's
Oh,
not.
let's look at ETH. Let's look at
Let's
ETH.
look at
Let's
it
take
on
a
the
look at
daily.
it.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on the daily.
All right.
I got some moving averages here. Let's take a look at this.
Yo, look at that dump
So,
style, man. ETH
I
doing
mean,
some
the
dumpage.
the 200 down here. So I wouldn't flip bearish on ETH till we broke below like 1,500. To get ultimately bearish, but we could be getting supported by I think that's the 50. Yeah, the blue here is the 50 on the daily. Really, I should pull this up on like a Coinbase chart. I don't like being on Bybit for trying to chart this stuff. But yeah, so it really doesn't look bad. I mean, moving average are still up, but we'll see. We could come back up to kind of retest these and get rejected to go back further, right? Something like that potentially, and that would come in at about 2,000.
I don't know where to enter the market. There's so many opportunities.
Just wait and be patient.
Yeah.
You'll know. If you don't know where to enter, then just don't. Because that's FOMO. Right? You gotta have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then like on GLQ, we had a plan, right? We're like, hey, kind of cup and handle-ish. Did see kind of the RSI diverging, and is this still on the daily? It looks like it's now down below. Did this already change? It already dipped below the 50. That's interesting. So we could see lower prices on GLQ.
Hope so.
So if you're looking to get in on that, I'd be a little patient. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, just patient. Like my point is we had a plan. I bought in at a decent price. I didn't buy when we were breaking. I didn't buy up here, so or up here. I kind of waited. I saw some divergence on the R side. I just thought, we could see some pullbacks. So patience is key, right? I mean, Algorand, $1.16. That's kind of low. I originally first bought it like 50 cents a long time ago, and most of my recent buys have been all over $1.30. So seeing it at $1.16.
Algorand is one to watch, because it's been quiet, and look how it's steadily going up, right? So, guys, Algorand is another one that's
go to this one.
Interesting.
Hang on, sorry, I'm kind of flipping around quick. I'm just trying to get to the chart I want to look at.
Does Algorand have
There we go.
A Chrome?
Here's the macro chart.
Does Algorand have a web wallet like that you just throw in the browser, like one of those app things that allows you to interact with it yet? I don't know if they do. Whatever, they'll have it soon. If they don't.
So it's still in a nice triangle formation, and it could just be forming a nice giant higher low on the daily. You got this kind of bottom here. It's kind of just a giant double bottom W pattern. So the point to watch is going to be up in here, I think. I'm going to circle, make that green for money. No, bright green. Yeah.
I think
So
Algorand is gonna pull off a Solana sometime within the crypto bull market.
Bitcoin. All eyes on Bitcoin. Okay, so I got stopped out. I'll let this go down a little bit lower.
Yeah, Bitcoin's
Actually, so what I'll do is I'm probably gonna hang on. I'm on the daily. Let me zoom in a bit.
gosh, Bitcoin is
Go to
going
like a
nuts,
1
dude.
hour.
I'm
I'm gonna be patient here and see what happens if we do kind of come to 38. I don't know that I'm not gonna long right away at 38. I think I might wait for some chop in here or something. But essentially, when we come back up across 40, I think I'm gonna enter a long again. That's could be a plan. That's one plan I have. If we break lower and we don't really cross, and I'll be looking at kind of momentum for this, but if we get rejected here, I might consider going short then off of this like 40. But it's getting bloody, certainly bloody. Really waiting for. Yeah, you can see the VWAP's gonna take some time, so yeah, I'm just being patient. Any type of buys or longs in here, you're really just trying to catch a falling knife. It's a guessing game. It's all a numbers game. So you gotta wait for some confirmations. Wait for this bottom to come in. We don't know how low this goes. My next support comes in at 32. I've had these supports drawn for a very, very long time. These blue lines, and they've been very significant. Very, very significant. We've gone through a lot of them like a hot knife through butter, but yeah, I mean, if we cross one, we're going to the next line every time since way back in here. It's been pretty point on. So I wish I haven't had any leverage trades on Bitcoin, but looking at these levels, so
oops.
and how this works is, what time is it? Midnight. So we just had a new 4-hour print. If we stay below 40,000, yeah, I'm looking for about 32. And I get these just from, these are like the macro moves from the macro swing. So like here we had a downtrend, it got broke. And same with a lot of these. Like when you come up, I got a high here. When you come down, I got a low here. When you come up, I got a high here. You come down, got a low in here. You go up, I got a 65. You come down, I got back to the 50. You go up, this trend got broken. We ended here, and we're just crashing back down. So really, I mean, this 40 just seems like a place to bounce to me.
Gosh, look at this pullback. It's
But
nuts.
we're watching live. Oh, it's already back above 39. Is that just a wick? Was it all just a wick?
Yeah, these markets are pulling back hard on CoinGecko, man. You hear that? Little beeps.
Yeah, what is that?
That's my little alerts going off saying, "Yo, market's going crazy, bro."
Market's going crazy, bro.
That's basically what they're saying. I'm probably gonna have to start moving money if it keeps doing this.
I know I wasn't really expecting.
I wasn't expecting this kind of dump, but I guess Bitcoin's dragging things down.
I mean, I kind of was, I guess, but just I wasn't ready for it on stream. I suppose to
Yeah,
just be
no,
watching this live because now it's like now I got stuff to do.
yeah, no, like, sorry guys, we're out. No, I'm just kidding. But
No, yeah, no, I'm cool watching it live. It's pretty interesting. Let's see, because I don't mind getting some more opinions going here in the chat.
I gotta
I
start
like
moving money.
seeing
Gosh, I gotta like, I might have to stay up late tonight, like doing like.
karaoke, please. You don't want to hear me sing. Turn on VPVR. Look at the BTC support. You can see support at 38. See, the VPVR is weird. I'm not, because it's like based on like how many. I don't know how much of the chart to look at because that's how it's based off of. I mean, I can pull it up, but from I'm really waiting to see. What I wanted to look at was the RSI. That's what I was trying to pull up. Let me pull. I can put it on that chart, I think. So I have it on. I think it's the EMA ribbon one. Yeah, here we go. Okay.
After this one, let's look at the C20.
So looking at the daily RSI, the thing is what I'm, or wait, this is the dominance. Hang on, let me go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, like the thing that there's so much fear already, and we've already gone down so much. Like the fear and greed index hit a 20. And that was the lowest it's been since like the coronavirus dump. And now it's at like a 27 or something. It'd be interesting. Let me pull up the fear and greed index. Let's see what that's changed
You
to
convinced
now.
me. I'm pulling money out of my market right now. I'm getting money ready. I'm pulling money out. Like I'm sending money to places. I'm doing this now.
On the daily, on my RSI. So the RSI is at a 20. The last time it was at a 20 was a long time ago. That was, yeah, that was a year ago. That was the Corona dump. Was the last time the daily RSI was at a 22. So like I'm not. I don't. We're not. Nothing goes straight up, and nothing goes straight down. We've already gone down so much that for me, it's just. I think it's getting more and more likely that there is going to be a bounce. Because look at this RSI here. For me, it's making a higher low, but the price is down. That is called a divergence. That also increases the chance that we get a reversal, right?
All right, I sent some cash to myself just now. I'm getting ready. Like
that's why I said this could be a DCA entry point. You know, you don't need to bet the farm. You keep some on the
I'm
side,
gonna start entering though. I'm gonna start entering now. Like even right after this live stream. I take a look at the C20. Take a look at that. See if you can chart that, because that's a good one to start looking at. We're gonna start looking at that one a lot more often.
Is it on TradingView? C20.
Yeah. And this is one I've been telling people, like this and Celsius are going to be the ones that you want to tell, like retail friends who are not going to stay involved with crypto. Like you want them to buy this as well as Celsius, because this is the tokens that you want to buy just as a general macro picture trade. And I think I'm going to just start stacking up some of the C20 like a little bit. So take a look at that. Is that the chart right there? C20?
Yeah, that's it, so on the daily.
It looks like a good entry, right? Like to at least to make my first purchase right now.
I'm gonna turn this ribbon off. Wait, you don't have any?
No, yeah, I'm gonna start entering it because this is. I found this one recently, and I even talked about it in my Patreon group, and like this is something I'm gonna buy like tonight.
But
tell me it looks good from a technical standpoint, because
tell me it looks good. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to hear? It looks good. Buddy.
I mean, you gotta like. What do you think? Give me some real assessment here. Because this is exposure to the top 20 coins, and it's just a general macro picture. It's the average performance of the whole market. And so I'm just like, oh, well, this will be my average exposure, and I'll put like 10% of my portfolio in it. And this will be when I'll trade, because it's like the big macro picture coin.
Right? Can you actually consider this like a giant cup with a little itty bitty handle? Is that a thing?
Probably. I don't know. No.
Okay.
So you're saying there's no pattern here?
No, not necessarily. When I see something that just kind of has a curve, like it's weird, right? Because it's the whole market. So
yeah, I'm trying
to take that into consideration. I'm trying to take that into consideration and what that means for like technical analysis. Can I still I'll just chart it like anything else, I suppose. Here we broke a high, came back tested as support, broke a high, back tested it here, and it didn't want to, and we broke back down. what I see here is a nice double bottom. So when this makes these dips like this on this RSI, that's usually a bottom. So, and we're down that low. So not a bad point for a first entry.
Yeah. Okay.
Even as with as high as it is, right? And when it was first created, this is goes back to 2018. You know, we're right at that. Like, I don't know if that's even significant, this starting point here, but we're like back testing this as support, which is kind of weird. I don't know if that's relevant or it means much, but I do have this pulled up. I'll show you this. Look at that. It's kind of bright. Sorry, guys. Extreme fear. Are you gonna sell when there's extreme fear? Are you gonna buy? I don't know. I buy. Right? Buy when there's blood. Everything's on discount. This is really starting to curl around on the 15. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait to see what happens at 40. We didn't go below 39 very long, and I'm sad it wicked me out. I got wicked out by $100. I got wicked out by, I got stopped. So not a big loss, but if I didn't get wicked out, I'd be moving my stop loss to break even right now. Oh lordy. Oh boy.
What's that?
That's Bitcoin.
It's recovering.
I got wicked out by $100, and potentially that was just a wick below 39. We were below 39 for about all of 5 minutes.
I gotta grab a laptop. I'm gonna buy something real quick. Wait for me. Just look at charts.
Here, wait. Let me go leverage long, and then you can pump it. Let's see. Is the Wyckoff gonna work? Are we gonna do the? I'm sorry. I keep calling it Wyckoff, but it's really Wyckoff. I have no fiat left to buy the dip.
Yo,
I'm kind of right there with you,
fiat.
buddy. I don't have much
buy
left.
the dip.
So when you have no more fiat, that's when you leverage your Bitcoin, and then you realize that that's what drives this market. Yeah, I'm being patient here. This is kind of more of a conditional breakout, right? You can see, look at this. I mean, even on a 1-minute chart, we did our little first dip below, and on a 1-minute chart, back tested at 40K, and we're like, nah, we want to see that 39. So this is honestly looks good. Massive 4-hour bullish divergence. Isn't this what I was mentioning? What, like daily? Massive. So on momentum, it is not confirmed yet on the 4-hour. We're gonna have to wait till probably morning to see it confirmed on the momentum, because this needs time to curve back up.
What's Intrepid buying? I'm buying the C20. That's what I'm buying.
Yeah, this chart. So let me look at Bitcoin on this chart on the 4-hour. Let's take a look at the RSI. So right in here, I mean, we made a lower low on price. We've gone down. And the RSI has not quite gone below the last low. So that looks good. As long as we kind of go up from here, then that's going to be a nice bounce there. Like I said, I'm waiting to leverage trade this. I trade on Bybit. Does anybody else trade on Bybit? I don't know. I thought there'd be a lot of people that do that, but I wonder, maybe it's just not as popular as I think it really is.
The money didn't come in yet.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, I know.
Then you weren't prepared.
Well, it's the money still taking its time. Let me see. How much did I take out? I took out like, I'm moving just a nice little buy. Let me see how much it is. 10.11. Okay. So that.
Look at Ethereum. I'm sorry. I'm favoring Bitcoin. That's just because of what I'm about to trade.
People want you to look at while like guys, yeah, I'm doing action right now because this is. Look at this. Look at this. This is golden.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, RSI is low on the 4-hour. That is low on ETH. And I do have a fib here. Let me see. I don't even remember what I did this with. I did it from the high at about 43, 44 hundo. And I went back to the last impulse move bottom here. And you can see the 618. We're at it. Look at that. Look at it. 618. Boom. Right on an average. 3,000. So I think when we cross back above, that would be a nice long there. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let me zoom in. Take a look at the, oh, look at that. 15-minute, nice double bottom. Yeah, that's like a trigger almost. When you see that kind of action, man. Yeah. If you're not leverage trading on Bybit, man, I mean, that's when you can, that's like, it's just good practice. I don't know. Because crypto's 24/7, so I can practice these strategies and I mean, you can really flip. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to even use $1,000. Like if you just move $100 over to that and just leverage trade, you can turn $100 into 1,000 in days. In days, it's insane. Or you can lose that $100 in a day if you don't know what you're doing. But it's low risk. You do the low risk stuff. Everything's bottomed and waiting for it to cross back above.
I gotta buy
supports.
Like, all right,
618.
I mean, look
on
at
the
that
average.
Look at that. Look at that. Like, this is a C20 right now, and it's just a general. Like, I could just trade this right now because it's like the market's panicking right now, and I'm like, what? Like, this is money. So.
I don't want to take money from the plebs, but it is what it is. I'm telling you, people are selling for a loss right now. Smart money ain't selling for a loss. I gotta watch this Bitcoin though; it's getting close. Oh yeah, I saw him. So how I'm thinking, and you can see like the next spot, I'm looking for to cross above the VWAP and this level. If we don't, then I'm probably just gonna either move my stop loss up and cut my losses or whatever. But this is looking good. I really gotta get ready to put in here. Let's see. Now, how much leverage do I want to use? I think if we come back below, say this little dippy dip here. So if I take a percentage move, that's about 1.6. If I want to risk about 5%, I'm talking about like a 3x, a 3 or 4x leverage trade.
All right, I just picked up some of that. Nice.
Get in right here.
Nice.
Something like
Ooh,
that.
so beautiful.
Let's do a 1% stop.
This is so
about
beautiful.
Risk about 10%. I'm gonna do a 10x.
All right, guys, I just did my buy. First buy. If the market goes lower, I'll get more aggressive. I'll double it, and then if it goes lower, I'll quadruple it. But that's the first one. I feel like I did a good first buy.
So this is how I would probably set my trade up. I like using this. Do you ever use? You probably don't use this long tool here, do you? Because you're not a trader, so I would expect you to never even use this tool.
What's that now?
It helps you identify a risk to reward ratio. Okay. And I actually use a calculator. I don't think I've ever even shown you this, but I can pull it up on Google Sheets, or what's the other one called? Google. What's like the Excel Google thing? I forget what their name for it is. It is Sheets, Google Sheets. Okay. And I use this tool to help me really get calculated and identify how much money to use on these leverage trades. So if I want to enter in here, pretty cool. Let's say I had $1,000 and I want to risk
Oh my gosh,
percent
Ethereum's
I'm willing to
under
lose.
3,000.
Oops, I think I made this too small.
Dude, this is nuts. Like, this is such a good buying opportunity. Let me see. Gotta put in my little records.
So the way this works is you put in how much your portfolio size is that you're going to leverage trade with.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put in what percentage of that are you going to use per trade. So I'm going to use, let's say you wanted to use 50% of your total money on that account for a trade. And then how much of that do you want to lose? 10% of 50% is 5%. So that's going to be 5% of my whole account. And you can see it says $50. So that's how much I'm going to lose based on my stop loss. Now I enter in my stop loss from on my chart. So this is my chart stop loss. Now this is based on this line here. Okay, and that's this percentage down. So if I enter in here and I want about a 2% stop loss, would put me under like any type of lows right in this area if we do go up from here. And so if I put in 2% here, put a 2, it's going to tell me to use 5x. That's how much leverage to use, and my contract size would be 2,500. And that way I'm calculated, and I know exactly how much leverage to use based on my stop loss, and that way I only lose $50. But now if I win this trade, because I'm risking $50, this risk to reward ratio is a 6. So I would get about 6 times 50. I think I'd make $300 on this trade because it goes up 12%, 5. Yeah, you're talking a 60%, 30%. Yeah, $300. I'd make $300, and I'm risking 50 because it's a 6. It's a risk to reward. It gives me a 6. And so this just helps me calculate exactly trades. So this is the kind of trade setups I look for. You want to risk a little bit to make a lot. That's kind of the key. And you don't even need like a winning trade record. If I won 4 out of 10 of my trades, I could be successful doing this. If I only take low risk, high reward setups. And so that's just kind of like risk management 101. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that kind of stuff, but this is essentially the setup I'm looking for. This is essentially what I'm looking to play, right?
Because of how much it's dropped.
Any minute. Yeah, these are my levels. I've had these support levels marked out for a long time, like I said, and every single one, look, chop right at 55. We broke it. We right down to 50. The next one, chopped here, found support. We go right back up to 55. We a slight pullback off of that, but we cross back above it, and we go right back up to 58.5. We got a double top, another double top right at this 58.5, and right back down to 55 we went. Right, when then we bounced, almost back up to 58, get rejected again, and look, we cross right down to 50, came down, couldn't cross back above, couldn't hold, rejected right back down to 45, and the same story again. It's hard to see because I can't see this thing, but we couldn't hold 45. Like I said, if we don't hold 45, right back down to 40. It's
how do we
amazing. And so
how do we make millions? That's what someone asked. Well, you buy
risk
low,
management.
You buy low, and you sell high. And guess what we are right now?
You got to buy something.
Yeah.
So you don't make $1 million. I
just bought some C20
by doing nothing.
So I just turned gold into C20. That's what I did. Because, like I take my profits in the gold. Yeah, we already talked about Luxo. Okay, so what haven't we talked about?
Blackjack. It's like blackjack.
Yeah, it is like blackjack. Well, You got to know odds.
The
You
only
got to know
game I
math.
play.
So that's always good to help in risk assessment. Control your downside. Know your upside. I hope we go lower. I hope we do go lower. I do. Okay, so we got Algorand. We looked at Kusama, Polkadot. We looked at Bitcoin dominance, right? Like that's collapsed. Bitcoin itself, we've looked at that a lot. We looked at GLQ. What else do we have to look at? You looked at Algorand. Did you look at Algorand?
Oh yeah, we're in a triangle pattern on Algorand. Yep, we looked at that. It was 116 and it's already back to 120. Holy cow.
It's at 120?
Yeah, that quick.
What's happening right now? Yo, maybe like people think it's over. Oh, I'm sorry guys. Bull market's over. Sad.
It was 116, 115 a few minutes ago. But yeah, what I said about this is we're in a big triangle on the macro. It putting in a potential big double bottom here. That's what I'm looking for. And when we do find support here, the next target is going to be these previous highs around $1.50 to $1.60. $1.50 to $1.60.
Which one are you looking at?
A trouble area. This is the Algo. You just asked about Algo.
Oh, I thought I was asking about Elrond. But yeah, we already looked at it.
Somebody said Algorand. Did I hear you wrong?
Maybe I said it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, Eagle.
Let's look at Eagle.
Okay.
That's 129. Which is that might hit $100 again. Did it hit $100? You see that red wick? How low did it go?
122. It's 129 right now.
Look at that thing.
I need some of that.
It's fallen out of its.
I need that.
I can't read anything from that chart.
On mine.
Mm-hmm. No, like the E-Gold, Algorand. I can't read anything on that chart. Or not it is me saying Algorand. Elrond.
Is you, you're freaking me out.
Elrond. Sorry.
Luxo, $8. Man, so many deals.
Come on.
Wait, what's XRP? I gotta put a long in on this one too. Oh dang, it hit a dollar. That was my mark. I missed it. Oh, it's already at $1.44. No, didn't even look at XRP. It's been great to leverage trade XRP if I'm having fun doing that.
Yeah, look. Ollie wrecked his phone. Who? Ollie.
Yeah, I've had this support marked on here forever. I was gonna take I should have just put that order in. I was gonna buy at 138. Okay, well I might get another opportunity. Who knows? We might get a rejection off this VWAP. I'm waiting to see. I've never actually made trades live on here. This is kind of a first. I don't do it. I just doing it on my phone. So that's why I can't really show you the trades I'm making. I'd have to throw up a.
Yeah. They're saying I got wrecked by Luxo. Yeah, man, sell it. Like if you got wrecked by Luxo, sell it. Cause like I'll buy it. I hope it goes to 5. Like my time horizons are longer than most people's. You know, and you got to realize, like, I got wealthy from having a long time horizon. Like, people right now might be looking at these charts, or they might even look at 3 months and say, "Oh, I'm down 80%," and I'll be like, "Damn, that's an awesome buying opportunity." You know, like, because I have a long time horizon. The one thing that people don't have is long time horizons, and so that's why you can make so much money. Because if you have a long time horizon, you're beating 90% of people because they're all like scared right now and they think short term and they come in and they look at Dogecoin and they trade Dogecoin. Like everybody's short term. That's why you can just rake in the money. Rake it in. You all you got to do is think long term. And that's why I'm like Luxo's money, dude. Solid. Like you got people panicking about it. I'm like, okay. Who cares? I mean, you know, I feel bad for people who lose money, but you only lose money when you have a short-sighted thinking.
Dogecoin.
And I mean, it could go to 0 too. You know,
The fact that it's still over 40
everything goes zero. That's
cents.
why you spread out your money.
What a
What is
load of
this?
crap. This is
Dogecoin?
Doge. Yeah, what a load of crap that it's still over 40 cents. Like, I don't buy that Elon's working with the developers. I don't buy that.
Cat.
That's
Wait,
gotta
it
be a
showed the
joke.
cat. I've never showed my cat before, right?
Never showed your cat before.
Yo, look, guys.
Oh, Beeblum. I remember
see him?
Beeblum. Hey, what's up, dude?
Little Yosh Yosh. You guys meet Yoshi. Oh, he doesn't want to be held. He's a good kitty. He was chewing on my plant. I had to be like, get out of here.
I'm waiting to see him.
Did you see him? Did it show up? You saw him?
I'm waiting. You just went to grab him. Is he orange like Garfield?
Yeah, let me
No,
grab him
not
again.
really. He's pretty
Come here,
white.
Yoshi.
No, I see him now. I see him. Oh, he's pretty cool looking. Look at his little itty bitty ears.
Oh yeah, he's a cutie.
Little ears.
He doesn't like to be picked up, so I don't pick him up very often.
Yo, listen to this. The Doge developers said they aren't working with Elon. They said they
didn't
don't
like
like him.
Yo, I'm gonna
That's
give
hilarious.
the presentation now. Presentation.
What presentation? Cat presentation?
Cat view. Cat view.
You know, I prefer dogs, but that, for whatever reason, he's got a. It's like a meme face. That should be the face of your token.
put Yoshi on the Lux on the token.
Intrepid token.
Yeah, we're gonna move Intrepid to another system, dude. We've been looking at it and like we got to figure that out. But we're gonna move off of Ethereum, so that's why I'm waiting to promote it. The Intrepid token's gonna move to another platform. Ethereum's too expensive, so we'll work on that. We'll get all that worked out. But yeah, we have stuff brewing with that, the Intrepid token, with our developer. So that's all I'm gonna say right now. Ethereum's too expensive. What are we looking to look at now, Ian?
I was just putting in an order. I feel like I might as well get my
Yeah, let me look at
my low leverage XRP long.
I'm kind of distracted because
Me too.
Because I want to make orders right now, but I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm making some orders.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this double top to play out. I kept seeing XRP and I was watching it on the lower time frames and I'm like, man, it really looks like it wants to break up. And I kept thinking about going long, but I seen this divergence where the price was kind of a little higher, but the momentum was rolling over. So I've been waiting for this to dump. And I'm like, you know, I'll just wait to see if 138 rolls around. And it sure did wick right off of 138. So I'm just going to enter in low leverage here and see if this does just kind of, you know, chop back up or something. I don't have a problem. If I have to hold in the red a bit, like I ain't scared, dude. I can hold in the red, no problem. It's low, like I said. I just do real low, like 2x leverage. Just hold it out. Just hold it out. But I do put my stops in loss, or my stop losses in place. So I would put it probably somewhere down in here. I'd look to kind of cut losses down in here, or this low potentially if we break this diagonal, because we're in a lot of these altcoins are still in a big, essentially bearish macro pattern. I mean, XRP wicked right off this diagonal, and that's XRP. Whether you like it or not, I mean, it's just nice to look at one asset that's kind of large in the market. Algorand, same deal, put a wick in right off of. So I have a pretty tight trend line here. I could probably back this down just a bit. And down in here, I didn't really even pay attention to this, but this was that inverse head and shoulders kind of little bit of an outlier, I guess. Again, I think of these as kind of ranges, but we could still go lower. I mean, this is all could just be a small temporary bounce. I kind of do just like in watching Bitcoin, because this is really interesting to see. We've never seen below 40K since a very long time. I mean, 40K was back in February. So
Oh, they said
Very
Mike
interesting to
bought
watch it.
Doge with that Crypto 20 purchase, and he's right. I have some exposure to Doge now.
At the Dodge, that's why you talking about it.
Huh?
The Dodge.
Doge is in the Crypto 20 because it's one of the top 20. Oh my god! Like it makes me want to throw
Oh,
up in my mouth right
you
now.
did buy it. I can't. That means I can't buy C20 then.
It makes me want to
I
throw
will
up in my
not.
mouth saying that
Yeah,
Doge is a top
sell
20
your
coin.
C20. You bought that. You bought Doge.
Yeah, I did. I did. I'm
You
a
bought
proxy
Doge.
owner of Doge now.
Oh, I'm glad somebody mentioned that. I will not buy C20 until Doge is out of there.
You know, they make money
I'm
from
not
whatever comes
lying.
in it.
I said I'm never buying
Doge.
Doge, and I'm not buying an index that has Doge in it.
It's
I
an
will never buy
unbiased
Doge.
index.
Doge is, I just don't want it. I'm not gonna trade it. I don't think it's funny. I don't know why I mean, I guess some memes are funny, but I'm not into that. It ain't me.
Yeah. Yes, I longed Mike Zamili. Thanks for that suggestion. He's like saying he's buying Bitcoin at 38. So okay, so I think we did a pretty good overview of the market. Hit pretty much everything. Everything's still kind of having the price action of pullback. I hope it continues through the night. Hopefully, to be honest, like people are panicking. Like that's the atmosphere. The crypto fear and greed index is showing complete fear. Look at that. Fear.
Extreme fear.
Extreme fear. Guys, do what is the opposite of what emotions tell you. You know?
That's not a bad strategy. I should have a whole account dedicated to that.
Like, even me, I feel scared buying because it's like, oh, I'm getting rid of some of my cash position. Maybe crypto will go to nothing, but that's already been beaten out of me. I've already known that forever. Like, that it's not. Crypto is a $2 trillion market. And it's going to at least be 7, in my opinion, before this bull market's over. It's at least going to be the same size as gold. Because that means all of crypto is as valuable as gold. And that makes some logical sense where we are right now. When crypto's up and running, like with full utility and all the crazy derivatives and all that crazy stuff, you can't tell me it's 7 trillion. It's going to be so much worth. It's going to be worth so much more. Because people's lifestyles are going to be connected to it. Like whole entire lifestyles are going to be running through the blockchains. So we're undervalued to an extreme level. All I got to do is be patient and buy. And if you're employed, go to your job, cut all expenses, and just throw your money in the crypto. Not a financial advice.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Saved as much as I could and invested. I drive an old car, no car payments, just liability. I don't pay that full coverage. Keep everything. I don't like. Yeah, I hate car payments.
Yeah, just buy an
want a
old.
nice truck though.
Look for an old stick shift. Learn to drive stick shift if you're going to be really cheap, right? Learn to drive a stick. Like a manual. Like that. But those cars are more rare than. Actually, those cars are going up. They're becoming more expensive. You know what I mean? Because
not my stick shift. It's rusted out. It's bad.
Yeah, but it'll never die. That's what I love about
That's not my current driver though. I drove an S10 truck for like 12 years. It's my first truck. I drove my first truck for 12 years. My dad bought it for me. It was $1,500. Saved as much money as I could. But I hated driving. Every now and then I'd drive my mom's Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd realize what I'm missing. I'm like, I don't even want. The thing blows air conditioning up my butt. I'm like, it's so nice. I'm like, I don't want to drive it anymore. I know what a nice car feels like because I don't notice it when I'm driving my truck. I don't even think about it. The second I drive a nice car, I'm like, ooh, okay, that's what I'm missing. You either know or you don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting times. I'm just gonna probably just bug eye stare at charts all night. I'm gonna be here all
Well, I
night.
just made my first buy. Like, and I'm gonna get more aggressive if we go lower.
I should just. I'm gonna up my leverage, get aggressive, pump it. Are you moving? Did you? Is this your candle? Was that you?
Is it the C20?
No, oh, I thought you were getting Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. Back in the day, like I used to move Ethereum's price. That'll tell you how early I am to crypto.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I could move Ethereum like 3 or 4%.
Like it was some just shit coin.
Yeah, like I would be like when I had to buy Ethereum, I had to do slow orders so that I wouldn't move the price too much. But you know, stories of the early stuff. Secret network. Someone's asking about secret network. That's the old what are they called? Enigma project. I need to look at that one. I haven't looked at it. The one thing I don't like about privacy stuff is a little too early. I think privacy is really going to be big when you have more dexes and more efficient cryptos. You know what I mean? Like when it's cheap to operate and you know what I mean? Man, why is the one thing I don't like about Celsius is it takes forever to withdraw. Like withdrawals take forever. I don't like that because you know you got to do this stuff fast, especially like you know.
Oh, is that what you're trying to do right now?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that order. Like what I did is I took the money that I was going to put into something else. I bought the C20 and I'm hoping that the market keeps going down by the time this order goes through, and then I could buy the token I replaced it with. But it's taken forever to go through. Well, I hope we keep going down. If not, that's fine. It's still a good buy because Ethereum's overpriced compared to the C20 anyways. So what do we got to look at? Do we have anything else to look at like before we take off? Because we've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. We've looked at, I think we looked at pretty much everything.
What part of this live did we talk about Luxo? I guess I could try to go make some timestamps. That was probably like right in the middle.
Yeah. We do need timestamps on these videos. A lot of people suggest it. I think it's a good idea to get some timestamps
on the live
this.
streams. Okay.
Just like general timestamps.
Yeah. I should be able to take care of that.
So I think we covered everything. I think we'll get off. Exciting market. This is exciting stuff. Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah. To just go over everything. Like everybody's scared. The fear index is off the charts. Polkadot system's gonna get some cash flow because you know that they have a lot of action coming up. My activity for the next 2 days. I'm gonna dive into DOT. Polkadot is the one I would prefer right now to enter. For you asking Link or DOT, I'd say DOT. DOT and Kusama. Because Polkadot decoded next 2 days. A lot of stuff coming from that. That's gonna help me wrap my head around it. I'm gonna put out some content for the parachain auctions and whatever. I'm gonna what I learn and what I do that stuff. I'll throw a video up of that. And that's my homework for the next 2 days. And obviously I'm looking at these markets. I might stay up late and buy some stuff, but I'm gonna get off right now.
I was asking if you looked into Internet Computer.
I haven't had a chance. Like I was looking at Chia, okay, and I decided against it. Like, and when I decide against it, I don't like to keep going with my research.
Oh, yeah,
and the reason why is because the token is it's not like the token. It's like a Bitcoin but using hard drives as the mining. But it's pretty cool. Chia is a cool token from a technology standpoint.
Follow still looks really good.
Luxo,
I mean, look at this. Like everything is in the garbage, but Follow is over $1. I think that's amazing. It's just like Kusama. Follow is strong. This is part of what Dot Network.
Look at Chain. Oh, we didn't look at Chain X, did we? You want to look at that one?
No.
Look at Chain X.
Yeah. Follow though. That's part of Dot Network, right?
Yeah.
This thing is still strong. It had a lot of resistance right in this like dollar area, and we're sitting right above it, which is beautiful. And this is on the daily. We just got a little skim of red, making higher lows on the money flow. I might have to get back into this and kind of look at its potential. You know, how high could this this next move take us? You know, maybe if we go from $1 over $2, that could be a nice move for some follow action. I don't. What's like the current market cap of follow, and then I'll go to PCX. Follow's current market cap showing 190 million. That's actually pretty big, and I don't think anybody even knows about. Like, I'd never hear anyone talk about this. And to me, that's a
Follow
large
is a
market
good
cap.
one, but you know, like
It's as big as
I sold it because I
Luxo.
made a lot of money from it. So, but you know, if it pulls back, I'll buy some more.
Same.
It is lame, isn't it? I made a lot of money from it, so I was like, whatever.
Oh, I said same.
Oh
Same,
yeah,
same.
Like I made a lot of money from Fallow. Maybe I'll miss out. Whatever. Like I took profits and I'm happy. And it's a great project. It's not like it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's still strong for like the long term, right? So
Yeah,
buying
it's a
dips
great
is
project.
not bad.
It's got one of the best governance models that there is.
Yeah, I might have to stack back up on some of that.
I might.
PCX.
Chain-X happening in 17 days. Let's take a look at Chain-X because that's a good one to look at.
Oh no. Wait,
you look at GLQ.
Wait. I can pull this up on TradingView, right? Or no? Yes. Chain-X. KuCoin. Okay. Oh. What is that? Okay. Trying to pull up PCX, but I don't. Dex Tools, I think, is broke again. Is it on Dex Tool? It should be on, or no? Is it not? It's not on Dex Tool. I'm looking in the wrong spot, I think. So I'm looking on Uniswap. Does it come up on here, Chain-X, or am I wrong?
No, not on Dex Tools. Yeah, look at TradingView. PCX or Chain-X. Or you could just go straight to the exchange it's traded on. You hear the motorcycles? They like to race at night.
I thought you were listening to Michael Jackson, like Billie Jean or whatever that song is. That sounds like that. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah. People like to race.
PCX. Yeah, I actually rode my bike to work today. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Let's see here. Okay, here I'll just pull up CoinGecko's chop ass chart. Okie dokie. So, is it even? But what's it at? Okay, so it's at 982. That was like I remember being. You've told me to buy there like multiple times at 9. You've always said 9 was like, and it's held support here back.
People don't get that it's
January.
Its issuance is cutting in half in 17 days for Chain-X.
Man, what a great opportunity to still get in this.
Look,
just these lows,
and there's going to be money flow into it because of the Polkadot system, and this is the one that bridges Bitcoin into the Polkadot ecosystem. It bridges Ethereum and
market
Polkadot.
Cap right here.
I mean,
so now where do you see the market cap going to? It's at about 100 million. What kind of potential on the market?
Go to
cap
Ren.
For PCX?
What's Ren at?
Good question. I think Ren's maybe 1 bill.
Yeah.
Oh, 500. Well, it's dumped. I think Ren was close around a billion, but I guess it's dumped that much.
So something around Ren's evaluation makes sense.
So maybe a 5 to 10x out of PCX.
That's why I'm not selling it. I haven't sold any because it's like when Polkadot's live. I mean, you're going to get some serious cash flow in the PCX.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to get that. I need to leave this up so I come back to that. I wish there was more data. I have nothing on KuCoin, but apparently it's on KuCoin. So I could just pick some up on there. The money flow is making higher lows on 4 hours, at least on PCX, so that's good. But that really doesn't mean much with the limited data. Where are we at with Bitcoin? Still dropping. Holding above 39 though. Holding above 39. Forming a little double bottom on that low time frame. There we go. I'll be here all night just staring at this, making some leverage trades, scalping. Glad to hear you ride, man. Yeah. Yeah. I got a Yamaha naked sports bike.
I used to ride a motorcycle too. Suzuki.
And then I'm actually gonna be gone this next weekend. I'm leaving Thursday. I'm going dirt biking again.
I'm jealous, man.
I got a
After
KTM 350.
oh yeah, after I
Yeah, that thing is bitching.
Yeah.
Fourth gear will stand it straight up. You could loop fourth gear on that thing. It has like 60 horsepower. And it's one of the lightest bikes. KTM's are about 20, 30 pounds lighter than any other like manufacturer. I don't even have a kickstart. It's just all button.
Really?
It's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hydra DX. It's gonna be a DeFi monster. So I have been hearing word that DeFi summer is about to come back rolling around. Apparently DeFi is gonna be hot in summer. So what's
I'm
kind of
telling
like
you, the
some
Polkadot
top...
system's gonna be hot. You know, like
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot. Polkadot, Kusama. This is what I've been waiting for. And you know the parachain auctions is what I've been waiting for. So we'll see if it pans out, but I really think it will. But yeah, DeFi in general, like DeFi on Polkadot.
Did you answer? Were you still looking for $6 Luxo?
Yeah, I'm waiting for a $5 Luxo, or if it goes to $6, you know, I'll probably start. You know, I'll start buying that again too. You know, I like to buy things when they go by halves. Like I'm watching Geek as well, and I'm hoping that goes to 50 cents, and then if it goes to 25 cents, and then you know like, and I get more and more aggressive because I get more and more excited. You know.
So really you should ask me if I'm looking for a $6 Luxo. I'm not looking for $6 Luxo unless we close below 8. This is the last line on Luxo for a Fibonacci line is $8. This is the last Fibonacci. The next one's the bottom. There's nothing.
I've already
below
bought it
that.
8,
so
I'm waiting for a 5.
If we close like 4 hours or like a daily below 8, then yeah, I mean we could go definitely lower.
Yeah,
so
Travis.
I'm keeping my eye on everything.
Yeah, we love dirt bikes here.
Yeah, I see. I ran out of gas the last time I was up north a couple weeks ago, and I was soaking wet, and then it started snowing and sleeting, and I was out there for like an hour and a half, and before they brought me gas back, and I was thinking, now if I'm doing this in a place with like snakes and stuff, dude, that ain't fun. I don't want to do that. If I run out of gas in the woods.
Yo,
at least where I'm at, I don't have to worry about that.
Will come and grab you.
Yeah, and I don't, dude. I couldn't imagine having to fight them off for like an hour and a half in the woods. Anyway.
All right, I think it's time for us to get off. Like we're getting, but
Yeah, I don't want to get in the weeds here, but I do like reading the chat because you got a lot of smart people in the chat here,
Yeah.
so bring a lot of good ideas to the table.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been fun. I appreciate you having me. I'm gonna sit here and stare at Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do more trading. But guys, we're checking out from the audio, so it's been a pleasure. Always like to be with you guys live, especially when Bitcoin dumps or people have fear and greed. Next time we'll check in when everything's green and rosy, right?
Yeah, and then be sure if you guys want to keep chatting, there is a Telegram and a Discord. I think
I need to participate more in the Discord. I know that. I need to, you know, like I haven't had a chance. Like I haven't been looking at Discord lately, so I'll let you.
I think I might continue. Maybe I might make a channel in the Discord where I can start throwing some charts.
You've gone into the Intrepid Discord, right? You can go in there anytime you want, Ian.
Oh, did you give me some access or some admin control?
I'll give you full mod capabilities. We can do that after this if you want.
Yeah, I'll start throwing some charts up there. Keep talking over there. I like Discord personally.
Okay, here let's check out. All right, bye guys. I'm gonna